Hi, everybody. Okay, I wanted to bring you this because I feel very strongly about this graph, and I want to kind of show you the IMF World Real GDP Growth Forecast for 2010 to 2020. Now, oddly enough, there is nothing in this but a more than gradual decline. I mean, you can see that, from 2011 to about 2016, there's a substantial percentage change in the amount of influence, power, and gradual change of the IMF, and thusly where the world is heading is unfortunately what it looks like to be a collapse. Go ahead, look at the figure 1-3. I'll tell you exactly what you're looking at. All right. After a while, the failure of these forecasts for 1 or 2 years out is notable. It might be depressing to see the IMF 2011 forecast for 2016 gross domestic product growth of less than 5% miss the mark so widely. What could have it been? Well, any number of things. So what I want to basically talk about here is what this is and what this isn't. This is the International Monetary Fund's outlook for global growth, folks. This is coming from Business Insider. I haven't edited this at all except for adding the title here in yellow. And everything here, folks, basically says that it is going down, down, down to where it is gradually going to fall, going to collapse. And that's going to be it. I mean, look at the data, folks. This is coming from the International Monetary Fund. I'll tell you exactly what this is one more time. It's the International Monetary Fund's outlook for global growth. And the graph itself is a forecast from 2010 to 2020. 2010, oddly enough, starts at 5.5% change. And it looks like the 2016, it looks like it may be coming up, but I don't think it is. I think we're down probably near the 3% mark, if not less than where we're supposed to be. So if you plot this right, folks, by 2018, the numbers should concur. We would be somewhere between probably 3 and 1.5% here. And the source, ladies and gentlemen, is the International Monetary Fund. I have not changed this one bit. The collapse is coming. I don't believe it's going to be catastrophic, but I do believe it's going to be a shitstorm when it finally does hit the fan. So all you guys running around buying gold and shit, you need to start buying food, you need to buy water. I'd say 2 or 3 cases of water per family member. Remember, 1 bottle should probably last you the entire day. Get a washcloth, get some soap, sprints a washcloth, lather it. You can rinse a little bit here, a little bit there with, a little bit of water, and you can still use it for other things during the day and everything else. But anyways, that, get that dehydrated food stuff. I wouldn't say MREs necessarily, but if you happen to like them, buy them. Anything that lasts up to 10 to 25 years is fine. But, folks, this is coming from the International Monetary Fund. These are the people, folks, who are basically, those authorities that basically helped build up the Israeli bank in the ancient times, the Roman bank in the ancient times. They came together after the fall of Rome to build up a new system where eventually they formed up the IMF, and they control your U.S. Federal Reserve Bank, which is basically the United States Central Bank under the Rothschild control, electing Soros and his minions to run around doing all the shady shit, running your banker wars. This is who it is, folks. Basically, the Jews in the background. And this is their actual source, folks. This is coming from Business Insider. I don't really have to give you much information on this. I mean, everything I can give you, you have right in front of you. This chart, which comes from an economic report from the president, so this comes from the president of the IMF, shows the sad state of global growth and perennially disappointing IMF forecasts. Okay, fine, it's just forecast. It means it's going to go up a little here and there. It's going to go down a little. Okay, fine, no big deal. But look, folks. All right, look. I mean, even if we drag on, let's say we can quarter this and get to 3.5%. We'll stagger 3.5% by 2019. We're still going to hit this by 2020 or below. I mean, all figures and statistics say if I draw a line from 5.5 straight down to 2020 and draw that guideline and draw it all the way across from 4.0 and do all my line segments and all the calculations thereof, we should hit rock bottom 2.5 or lower by what seems like 2017 or 2019. So this was a January forecast in 2016, folks. February would already be lower. Now what's really funny is if you look here, it shows a September forecast for 2011, and October for 2012, and October for 2013, and October for 2014, and October for 2015. Why did they go with a January for 2016, folks? Because that's when shit hit the fan. January was a bad month. February was a bad month. March is going to be another bad month. Thanks.